Well, hello, hello, hello. That's going to be my trademark greeting for you guys from now on. I'm going to try to always remember to say that. Okay, today in math, we are actually going to talk about the calculator and using a calculator. Now, I think you know that this is not a calculator. This is my iPhone. Let me go back to the calculator. On an iPhone, let me just tell you, if you open up an iPhone and you swipe up from the very bottom, at the very bottom, you'll see a little icon for a calculator. It's kind of hard to see. The calculator that I have that I usually use in our classroom died. And so this is what I'm left with, is just this. Okay, so, and I've got the lights off, so it's not very bright on me, but you can see me well enough because I want you to really see the calculator, okay? If you have a calculator at home, I want you to just kind of try to get familiar with it and play around with it. Over here, this C stands for clear. And if you hit the C button, then it goes back to 0. If we hit a simple addition problem like 5 plus 1 equals, we get 6. If we say, oh, let's clear. If we say 5 plus 5 equals 10, plus 5 equals, plus equals, oh, plus equals, plus, every time I hit the plus button, it's going to just add another one of these to itself. You see how that works? So you really have to be careful with a calculator and know how it works. 10 plus 10 is 20, and 20 plus 20 is going to be 40, and 40 plus 40 is going to be 80. So if you have a calculator, play around with it and try to get used to it. And you can do minus, subtraction, multiplication, division. You can do all those on here. Okay, let's talk for just a minute. Let me zoom out a little bit so that you can see. I want us to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of using a calculator. Well, one of the advantages of using a calculator is that you can work problems faster, can't you? You don't have to count on or use a number line or any of those other addition strategies. You can work problems that are harder, can't you? Big ones, and we'll do some of those in just a minute. But there are disadvantages to a calculator. If you press the wrong key, you're going to get the wrong answer. If you accidentally press a key twice and you don't know it, you're going to get a wrong answer, and you're not even going to know maybe that it's wrong. Your calculator might be broken, or maybe you don't have one, or at least you don't have one with you when you need it. And sometimes I can tell you guys from life experience, there are times when I'm places I need to figure something out. I don't have a calculator with me. Guess what I have to do? Pen and paper, write it down, figure it out. So it's great that I know how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. They're important because you will use them in life. You might not think you will, but you will in lots of different ways, okay? Okay, so now on your calculator, I want you to give it a little go, and let's do a big addition problem, okay? So let's say that we want to add, for example, how about let's add 75 plus 87. That's a big one. I've got it written here on our boogie board. 75 plus 87. Now, most of you probably can't figure that out real quick in your head, and maybe not even figure it out real quick, even seeing it written out, okay? But we can do it really quickly on a calculator. It's 162, okay? So we can easily write 162, okay? Let's think of another big one to do. Let's say that we do 38 plus 70. Well, how much is 38 plus 70? Well, maybe you can do it Really fast, maybe not. We're going to hit C for clear. 38 plus 70 is equal to 108. Okay, let's say that I wanted to add 38 plus 38 plus 38. Well, again, clear. We want it clear. 38 plus 38 plus 38 is equal to 114. Okay? And so we can work things out really quickly on a calculator, and that's just kind of fun to do, okay? And later you'll be able to use your calculators, and even on our worksheet today, you'll get to use a calculator to try to figure things out. And if you don't have a calculator at your house, I bet you have a cell phone and there's one on there. Or like I said, some other type of device like a tablet or something. Okay? All right. Next, I want us to I'm going to write down some money, some dollar figures, and I want us to add money together. So let's clear our boogie board and let me write down a couple of dollar figures for you. Let's try to figure out how to add $1 and 25 cents plus $2 and 20 cents. Okay, now I want you to notice the period. The period separates the dollars from the cents. Okay, so if we're doing that on a calculator, then we will put the period or the decimal in, and we would say $1 and the decimal kind of means and 25 cents plus $2 and 20 cents. And we can quickly figure out the answer. And there it is, $3.45. Now, you guys, we have added 3-digit numbers before, and you do know how to do this. You know that we start in the ones column. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 2 is 4. And it is very important for you to go ahead and put the decimal to separate the cents from the dollars. Okay, $1 plus $2 is $3. And that's the way we do that basic addition right there of money. Okay, let's try another one. Let's add $5.12. You can work this one out on your calculator. See if you get the same thing that I get. Let's add $5.12 to $4.13. $4 and, remember that's kind of what our little decimal stands for. It separates the dollars and the cents. We're going to add them. Okay, you can go ahead and figure it out on your calculator, and I'll do it on my little calculator here on my phone. Okay, $5.12 plus $4.13 is equal to, and did you get $9.25? We can again add it the old-fashioned way, which is always good to know. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Does that match up with the ones place here? It sure does. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Does that match up with the tens place here? It sure does. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. And does that match up with the hundreds place here, the dollars? Yes, it does. Okay, so $5.12 plus $4.13 is equal to $9.25. Okay, all right, so that's fun then. I'm going to write some problems, and I want you to let me know whether you think I should use a plus sign or a minus sign. Okay, let's look at this one. 14, and then I'm going to have another number, and my other number is going to be 7. 14 plus 7 equals 7, or 14 minus 7 equals 7. And you should be guessing here as I'm going through these problems. We've done this before where we had to think about what made sense. Remember when we did the little star model? We had to seek to understand what they were asking for. Then we had to think of a plan. We had to act on the plan, and we had to review the plan to see if what we did was reasonable and if it made sense. Well, if we put a plus sign here, then that means that we're going to have 14 of something like our Lego men yesterday. And then we're going to add on 7 more, which means we're going to have more than 14 Lego men. I don't think a plus sign will work here. Instead, we're going to use a minus sign. 14 minus 7 is equal to 7. And that's reasonable. Okay, let's try another one. 13. You're going to tell me whether there should be a plus or a minus sign here. I'll leave a box for it. And I'm going to have a 5 and an 8. Okay, think about this. As we move across our math sentence, do we get smaller at the end or do we get bigger at the end? Because if we get bigger at the end, we need to add all of this to get bigger and bigger and bigger. If we get smaller, then we need to start subtracting from our first number to get a smaller number. So yes, here we would need a minus sign. Okay, let's try another one. 8, 7, 15. Okay, what's happening now? Starting here, moving this way, going from left to right, just like we read regular sentences, we read number sentences. Are we getting bigger at the end or are we getting smaller? We're getting bigger than 8. 15 is bigger than 8, so we're going to add. Okay? Okay, let's try one more. Okay. Bigger or smaller? We're starting at 5. Are we getting bigger or smaller? And if we were doing this on our number line, and we started at 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Which way are we moving? In the positive direction, bigger and bigger and bigger, or are we moving back towards 0? We're moving bigger and bigger and bigger, so we are going to add. We have so many ways to help us figure out if we need to use addition or subtraction, okay? That's the end of our math lesson for today, guys. I want you to do math, page 257 and 258. And when you're done with that and your parents take a picture of it and you've done everything else, I want you to have a beautiful weekend. I miss you. Bye.